Today we're talking about a coin that many men over 55 may already have tucked away in a drawer, an old wallet, or a forgotten tin box. The 2 Rand 1993 coin from South Africa. At first glance, it looks ordinary. Solid, strong, practical. But like many things in life, its true story runs deeper than its surface. The year 1993 was not just another year. It was a turning point. A year standing on the edge of change. South Africa was moving toward a new political era, and coins minted during this period carry the weight of transition. When you hold a 1993 2 Rand coin, you're not just holding metal. You're holding a moment suspended in time. Let's talk about its design. The 2 Rand coin of that era carries the image of the springbok, a symbol of agility and national pride. Strong lines, clean detail. On the other side, the national coat of arms as it appeared before the redesign in 2000. That alone makes pre-2000 coins especially interesting to collectors. They represent the old guard design, something many mature collectors respect because it reflects a chapter that is closed. Now here's what many people don't realize. Not every 1993 2 Rand coin is equal. Some were produced for regular circulation. Millions were minted. These are common. But within any large mintage year, there can be variations, proof versions, mint condition specimens, and rare error strikes. And that's where serious collectors begin paying attention. Men in the 55 to 65 plus age group often understand something younger collectors don't. Condition is everything. A circulated coin with scratches and where may only hold modest value. But a coin kept untouched, stored properly, never cleaned, never polished, that coin speaks differently. In numismatics, we call that preservation of integrity. Here's something important. Never clean your coin. Cleaning may make it shine, but it destroys microscopic surface details. To an experienced buyer, a clean coin is damaged goods. Original luster is king. Now let's talk numbers. A standard circulated 1993 2 Rand coin typically carries a value close to its face value, sometimes slightly higher depending on demand. In average condition, it may sell for just a few dollars to a small premium over face value. That surprises many people. They expect hidden treasure, but here's where it gets interesting. If you have a proof version, usually sold in official mint sets, the value rises. A proof coin in pristine condition can command significantly more. And if, by rare chance, you possess an error coin, such as a misstrike, double strike, or off-center design, collectors may compete for it. Error coins are unpredictable, and serious collectors love unpredictability. There is also the factor of grading. Professional grading companies evaluate coins on a scale. A high-grade example, especially one certified and encapsulated, can multiply its market value. Men who understand investments know certification adds credibility. Another important detail is metal composition. The 1993 2 Rand coin was made with a nickel-brass composition. Durable, resistant, built to last. That durability means many examples survived in decent condition, which keeps common versions affordable. Scarcity drives value, and widespread survival limits extreme price jumps for normal circulation coins. However, value is not only about money. There's emotional value, historical value, legacy value. Think about it. This coin circulated during one of the most defining periods in South African history. It passed through the hands of workers, businessmen, fathers, and grandfathers. It may have bought groceries. It may have paid for fuel. It may have been dropped, picked up, carried across cities. Coins are witnesses. For mature collectors, collecting is not gambling. It is stewardship. You preserve history so that the next generation can see it, touch it, feel it. That is powerful. Now let's address the rumors. From time to time, you'll see claims online suggesting that certain common coins are worth millions. These stories spread fast. They excite people, but they are rarely accurate. The truth is, a regular 1993 2 Rand coin found in circulation is not a multi-million-dollar rarity. What truly determines value is rarity, condition, demand, and authentication. Without those elements aligning perfectly, prices remain grounded. That if you believe you have a special version, here's what you should do. First, examine the condition under proper lighting. Look for sharp details in the springbox horns and body. Check for unusual minting errors. Compare the coin's weight and diameter to official specifications. Then consider consulting a reputable coin dealer or a professional grading service. Knowledge protects you. Men over 55 often appreciate something deeper than quick profit. They appreciate strategy. If you collect coins like this one, think long-term. Store them in protective holders. Keep them in a dry environment. Avoid humidity. Document what you own. Build a small legacy collection rather than chasing hype. Now, let's come to the key question everyone asks. What is the value? In most cases, a circulated 1993 2 Rand coin holds modest collector value, typically ranging from a small premium over face value up to a few dollars, depending on condition and market demand. A high-quality proof version or a certified high-grade example can reach significantly higher, sometimes dozens of dollars or more in specialized markets. Rare mint errors, if authenticated, may command even stronger prices from serious collectors, but it is important to be clear and responsible. The standard 1993 2 Rand coin is not worth $5.2 million. Claims of a $5.2 million valuation for a normal example are not supported by real numismatic market data. True multi-million-dollar coins are usually extreme rarities with unique historical importance, very limited surviving numbers, and documented auction records. That year was one of shifting boundaries, political, social, and moral. It was the cusp of the end of apartheid, a regime that had enforced segregation and inequality for decades. In 1990, President F. W. de Klerk began to dismantle some of those oppressive systems, releasing Nelson Mandela from prison after 27 years. This coin was minted against a backdrop of upheaval and hope. When holding one holds not just a piece of metal, but echoes of voices calling for justice, forgiveness, and a fresh start. The reverse side shows more than denomination. It shows craftsmanship. The outer rim is raised slightly to protect against wear, the lettering crisp, 2 Rand, South Africa, and the year 1990. The metal has a certain weight, a mint finish that betrays mild wear in most examples, but reveals details in fine specimens. The springbox horns, the contours of its musculature, the texture of the ground beneath its hooves, all attest to a minting process executed with care. The alloy, typically copper-nickel or a variant thereof, retains a subdued shine when preserved in near-mint condition, while toned examples possess warm hues of bronze and silver that collectors prize. Rarity is central to its appeal. While 2 Rand coins were issued regularly, those surviving in perfect or near-perfect condition become fewer as time passes. Many have been worn, scratched, or lost. The combination of age, circulation, and exposure to elements means that coins showing sharp detail, mint luster, and minimal surface imperfections have become scarce. Collectors assess condition using established grading scales, examining edges for reading integrity, fields for marks or abrasions, and the portrait for crispness. A flaw at the rim or slight circulation wear on the springbox flanks can reduce its value dramatically. Uncirculated specimens are treasured for their full design, original strike, and absence of polishing or cleaning. Provenance also affects desirability. Coins that have well-documented histories, perhaps from early collections, auctions, or prominent numismatists, garner attention. A coin that has been in a safe, controlled environment for decades will often outshine one exposed to humid conditions or handled frequently. Packaging, certificates, and prior auction records add layers of credibility, driving buyers' confidence. Market trends have enhanced the value of rare South African coins, especially those tied to pivotal historical eras. The symbolism of the 1990 coin, the intersection of loss, hope, transition, resonates internationally. As collectors increasingly seek items with stories as strong as their physical attributes, coins like this rise above simple curiosities. Demand from both Eastern and Western markets, rising interest in coins from post-colonial and transitional nations, and the growth of numismatics as both hobby and investment push prices ever higher. Conservation plays a critical role. A coin exposed to moisture may develop verdigris. One cleaned improperly loses patina and resale value. Handling with gloves, storing in inert materials, avoiding contact with acidic paper or PVC plastic holders that can leach chemicals is essential. Similarly, temperature fluctuations or direct sunlight can harm tone and finish. Museums and serious collectors use archival quality coin holders or hard plastic capsules. Even with such care, the passage of time can create minor blemishes. Those blemishes, when they are minimal, become marks of authenticity rather than flaw. Authentication becomes increasingly crucial at high price points. Experts use magnification, lighting, and sometimes even spectroscopy to confirm metal composition. Die varieties are studied. Any deviation in inscriptions, mint marks, or strike quality can reveal counterfeit or altered pieces. Certificates from recognized numismatic authorities or previous auction catalogs help establish trust. Many buyers demand proof that a coin is genuine, unaltered, and accurately graded before investing significant sums. When all factors align, impeccable condition, clear provenance, powerful symbolism, value can reach astonishing heights. It is in rare instances that the 1992 Rand achieves a valuation of $98,200. Such a price reflects far more than silver or copper content. It encapsulates historical resonance, scarcity, desirability among wealthy collectors, and rigorous verification. To many, that price seems extraordinary for a coin that once served practical transactional purposes. Yet for collectors, it is the stories it carries, the narratives of oppression and liberation it witnessed, and the physical beauty it preserves that justify such sums. Ownership brings with it responsibilities. One must ensure secure storage, insurance, and proper documentation, especially when prices reach these heights. Display should avoid exposure to air and pollutants. Transportation demands caution and care. Yet many owners take pride not only in possession, but in being custodians of history. They understand that each scratch or toning line speaks of time past, of hands that held it before, of eras now gone. The coin becomes a bridge between past and present, between a nation's turbulent journey and its hopeful future.